This is Down to the Wire 513.
Everybody else can shut up. It is time.
Ooh, Fly Man Ring.
Back in the building, man.
Yo, we in the building. We back.
Make sure y'all follow us on everything Down to the Wire 513. Yo, what it do? Sports and Spirits Saturday. Man, we back. I'm back in the studio on Saturday.
Back in the studio on Saturday. He still hungover from opening day. He's still feeling it.
I ain't hungover. I'm just sluggish. Like, hey, I'm doing everything at my own pace right now. But yeah, man.
Doc probably still is too, but he's not on here right now. He said he gonna hop on. We'll see if he actually hop on here, y'all. He probably still sluggish too, and he's a little hungover from opening day too. I didn't participate in the festivities this year, unfortunately, but still staying hydrated, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, opening day, like we said on Wednesday, don't nobody do opening day like Cincinnati, man.
Nobody.
Even though the boys lost.
Terrible loss too, man.
Blew it in the ninth inning.
Terrible loss, bro. I was watching the game at home. I was like, bro, what the fuck? We're up 2-3. Up 3-0 for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Cincinnati Reds for you, man.
He just put the wrong pitch. He put the wrong pitcher in. Once he put it, I was like, bro.
That's the Reds for you, though, man. Hit that home run first. Well, first they tied on line, right? But they're about to win. Or it was 2-3 on line. They're about to win. They're about to win. The home run came and see it's over. We had a chance. We almost won. The last at bat we had, almost would have tied the game up, went to extra innings. Didn't get enough on it though. Unfortunately, out basically at the wall. But
hopefully they can bounce back today. They got a game.
Man.
Hopefully
So, man. Hopefully so.
Sure, I know what it is. Down to the Wire 513. Man, make sure I tap in with us. Everything Down to the Wire 513, or just Google us, as I always say. Man, we're gonna talk about the crazy Sweet 16 games that took place Thursday and Friday. But first, we have to talk about the biggest headline going on in the NBA. Former head coach of the Memphis Grizzlies, Taylor Jenkins, was abruptly let go
out of nowhere,
like RKO. Out of nowhere.
Literally, I called into the office, they said, and fired. At least have it in person, so I will give them respect for that. They didn't do it like the Kings did. Mike Brown did it in person. But like we talked about off air, man, it's just a head scratcher to me because the timing, it's 2 weeks before the playoffs start. The Grizzlies right now, I think, are in the fifth seed right now, so they are solidly right now. Well, not solidly, but they are in the least of playoffs, or at least to play the postseason. Put it that way. They are just going to be in the playoffs or play-in. And to let him go right now, it's very, very confusing to me. I'm not sure why they did this. I'm sure they probably would have lost in the first or second round and just did after that.
Yeah, I mean, basically what you said. The timing of this is weird as fuck. Like I said, 2 weeks before the playoffs. I didn't see who they put in as interim coach.
Doesn't even matter.
But
it doesn't even matter.
But it's like, bro, just let them finish the season now. You're probably gonna get an early round exit in the playoffs anyway. So just go ahead and move on from there. And then you got all the reports coming out with Ja didn't like how he fit in the Taylor Jenkins offense. And to your point, like you said, we talked off air, bro. Like Ja, you've been in and out of the lineup for the past three seasons, and bro, and for the most part, they've been winning and doing well with you out when you're not in the lineup.
Yeah. So why would we focus everything around you, bro? And then you're not going to be there. It's going to leave our offense in shambles when you're not there. We don't have anybody to replicate what you do. We have no other player that can do what Ja does. So why would we make the offense around that specific set of skill set? We have another player that does that. It makes no sense.
When you're not, when you're not there. And that's actually what I said. That's where I will give him. I will give Taylor Jenkins credit. Like I said, he didn't just focus on Ja, the superstar that they drafted, and while he was out. Hell, you had Jaren Jackson Jr., who's a very good player, but I don't think many folks would put him on this level. Like he's or Supermax contract.
Yeah. If he wins the defensive player of the year, he's looking like he might get Supermax. I don't think he's going to win that, but if he still is looking like he plays overplaying his everybody expected him to be right now under Taylor Jenkins. So, and like you said, with Ja being out, people expected him to not be as good for the multiple years that he's been, not multiple games he's missed. And they've been pretty competitive with Ja out. So I will give Jenkins credit for that. I'm not a huge fan of Taylor Jenkins. I don't think he's the best coach. I don't think he's even top half coach. Man, I don't say top half. I don't think that's top 5 in the league, but I don't think he's a bad coach, by any means. I think that kind of proves it when his best player is out by, for the most part, better part 3 years. He's still been in the playoffs 2 of those years. Last year they missed, I think, but they've still been pretty competitive. With not even Ja just being Ja. Desmond Bane missed a lot of games. Jaren Jackson misses a lot of games. Their core players miss a lot of games, and for them to still be as competitive as they are, fighting for a 2 seed right now in the West, you got to give credit to Taylor Jenkins for that.
Facts, and honestly, we've talked like for almost 20 minutes off air about this whole thing, and basically, I hope this just doesn't end up like the Atlanta Hawks situation, because I think Jenkins was. You may not think he's like a top 5,
top tier coach, team top tier, but
I think
he's damn good coach.
What he did for Memphis, I think that was a nice fit for him. But I do think it's time to switch things up, because I think the furthest they've been in the playoffs is what, second round.
Second round. They haven't got the conference finals yet. Yeah, with that team. So I do feel like maybe the front office did it because of that reason. They feel like he's not the guy to get him over the hump, which I agree with that. I don't think he's the guy to get him over the hump. I think he's proven that, but they should have did this before the season started. If that's the case. Like he's proven that to you in the past years that he's not that guy to get you over the hump. He's the guy to get you more than you expect to get with a decent group of guys. But he's not going to be a guy to get you over the hump with a team that's not going to be stacked with a hell of a lot of talent.
But I think that's more so on just the way this roster is constructed more than coaching. Like I said, don't take the coach. Don't remove the coach from situation. Get shit. Mix up the players. Like it's time.
Players. Yeah. And I know they've been in the mix for a couple big name players in trades recently. In the past couple of years, they were in the mix for Kevin Durant before he left Brooklyn. He didn't want to go to Memphis though. Same thing, Jimmy Butler. He didn't want to go to Memphis. So
it's gonna be hard to get players
tough.
Free agency. Yeah, for sure.
It's gonna be tough. So you'll have to get guys like that in trade. Find guys locked in on a long contract to get them in trade who don't have a choice but to go there. Like they did Marcus Smart. It didn't work out with Marcus Smart, but take swings like that. You're gonna take swings at this kind of franchise. You're gonna take those kind of swings to get better. They've been hit in the draft though. Desmond Bane is a pretty good player. Even though I think they overpaid him, I think he's a good player. Ja obviously is a superstar caliber talent. He, like you said, he puts asses in seats there. You got Jaren Jackson Jr., who's a DPOY candidate almost every year. So they have a good mix. They just need to get better role players and maybe I like Ja. I don't think he can be the best player on a championship team though. I like him a lot, but can he be your number one guy on that very, very good team that can get you a championship? I don't think so.
I mean, well, hell, not only that, I just think with the West being it's just as competitive as it is. I mean, hell, you still got to go through Jokic, you still got to go through Shea, Luka. Yeah. It's just so much. It's more super. It's like more superstars up head above shoulders better than Ja. So it's like
that's what I'm saying. They need a guy that they need one of those guys. They need one of the guys that can be like bona fide top 5, top 10-ish player in the league. And I don't think Ja can be that good. I think he can be a very good player. But with his size and everything, and like I mentioned, his availability, I don't think he can be a player that can be your engine of your offense. Like I think it's the way he sounds like he wants to be. Sounds like he wants to be the engine of the offense. I don't think he can be that.
But like I said, I think if you like what you said, if Memphis is going to go that route and just having Ja be the best player, then like you said, I think they're going to need bigger role players to step up and make a bigger impact, like the Memphis Grizzlies when we was back coming up in high school and college.
Yeah,
they weren't, like I said, Zebo was, we could argue Zebo or Marc Gasol was best player on the team, but neither of them were considered superstars, but they knew their roles well, and they were always good, and they made runs in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they didn't have that one superstar to get them over the hump as far as getting to an NBA Finals. But they were always competitive, and they were a tough out. You didn't want to play Memphis in the playoffs.
They didn't want to play in the playoffs. They're always a tough, gritty team, great defensive team. It was always just like the offense couldn't always get over that hump, like you mentioned. And I think this team had those same kind of blueprints to this team. Like they can be a great defensive team, I think, but just offensively, they don't have that engine. I think they can get you over the hump offensively. I think if you want to make a your best player, you're gonna have to surround him with shooters and defense. And right now the roster is just not constructed that way.
Hell, they might have to pull a Toronto Raptor. Like I said, you want to trade either Ja or Jaren Jackson. Like I said, when they made the move for DeRozan and get Kawhi and just try to go all in for a season and hope that pans out. You may piss off fans up the other team, but hey, if you get a bona fide superstar and you get over the hump, all will be forgiven.
I don't know if that'll be enough, man. If they have to get rid of one of those guys to get another guy, I think it would be best if they try to get rid of Bane to get one of those guys, but I don't think he has that kind of value.
No.
Honestly, I don't even think Ja has that kind of value right now. I just saw a report, about Ja's trade value not even being that high. Which if I'm a team out there right now too, I'm not giving up hella shit to get Ja. Like he's good, he's exciting, he's electric, he's definitely electrifying player, but he's not he hasn't proven that he's a winning player. Like they win without him. Like he hasn't proven that he is that much of a difference for me to go out there and trade, my whole draft capital to get him, or trade, one of my rising stars to get him. I'm not doing that.
I mean, but hell, like you said, we have so very few in between. Like I said, superstars. Like all the top superstars are pretty solid. I mean, unless you're gonna make a run for KD, but like KD at what 36, 37 years old.
Yeah, I don't know if I would do that either. But that would be a good addition. They can get KD on top of what they have right now. That was what they need. That's when they're being business. They need to add to what they have now, not subtract one of the key guys. Add to those key guys. Add a bona fide guy. Like Ja is great, but he's not proven to be a bona fide guy yet, in my opinion. He's not a bona fide guy. He hasn't been consistent enough to be a bona fide guy to me. Like I said, he had a one elite year, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Other years has been good, but he wasn't even all-star this year. Like, yeah, I'm not moving off. I'm not moving off anything of significance to get Ja on my team.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I'm rolling with what you said the other week when we talked about what would be a good fit for KD. If OKC doesn't get to the finals this year, bro, I think they're going to pull that trigger and bring KD back to OKC.
I sure as hell would if I was them, and it's honestly what Phoenix actually needs, man. Like if OKC would be willing to, I wouldn't give up 3 draft picks or 3 first rounds to get KD. I would give up 2 though if you because OKC they have a fucking stockpile of picks to give up.
Yeah, they got hella picks
because you don't want to have too many picks either, because you don't want to have 3 first round picks in the same draft year. That's not really a good place to be unless you're like just really, really down and shitter, which you're not. So if you're OKC, the best thing you can do right now is try to get packaged up like 2 picks and go get a bona fide guy like KD, man. He's a plug and play guy, literally. Plug and play guy. I know maybe he may not be the happiest there because he's going to be kind of more like a standoffish guy, kind of standing in the corner, standing in the wing, wait for Shea to do his thing and get him the ball. But at this stage of his career is what he needs to do, I think. It'll help elongate his career. I think he's still able to be that elite go-to guy, but I think right now he's proven that you as that guy, KD, is not going to be a competitive team.
Sure. We seen the second stop. I mean, in Brooklyn, guys couldn't stay healthy. Now in Phoenix, shit, y'all just barely struggling getting.
Y'all healthy, and y'all got squad, and you're the guy there. Y'all still can't do it, bro. So it's like at this point, he has to come into. Yeah, look us up in the mirror and really have that tough discussion. Like, yeah, no, I still can go out there and average 30 if I want to. But me doing that is definitely give me the success I want to get as a team, on a team guy, being a team guy. I saw a clip of Carmelo talking yesterday. I'm not sure when this clip happened on this podcast, but Melo was talking about how when he went to Houston, how before he went there, I don't know if we talked to anybody before he went there, but he said he saw himself fitting in. They needed a go-to guy, go-to post-up guy, go-to scorer guy in the middle, kind of mid-range guy. That's where he saw himself fitting in at. He said, first game there, pump fake, 2-dribble pull-up. He said, like, oh, no. Oh, he was like, bro, what the fuck? He said, nah, we do all 2s, 3s, and layups, bro. 3s and layups. Next day in practice, he said they had a sit down in practice. They laid it all out. He said, okay, we can get this many 2s a game, this many layups a game, this many mid-range shots a game, this many 3s a game. They had 12 mid-range shots a game. He said, he thinking, okay, I'll get 6. I'll get CP 6. He said, we're gonna get CP 9. We're gonna give you 2 or 3, Melo. He said he was like, yo, what the fuck? Like, I'm supposed to be the guy coming here and do this for y'all. This is what y'all need me to do. And he wasn't ready to set that role to be basically just a role player at that point. And it ended up costing him in his career, bro. Like, I know he could at that point he probably could still have been that elite player, but you have to realize, bro, you being that kind of player is not what these teams are gonna need at you at that age. Like, you being that dominant and you dominating the ball that much and you getting that much usage, teams gonna be shitty, bro.
That's one
KD
thing.
gotta realize that. KD gotta realize that too. It's where I think where's KD at right now.
One thing I love about these players podcasts, because Jeff Teague told a similar story about when he was in Atlanta with Jabari Parker.
Yeah,
It's like when these teams bring you in at a later age, your role is
you got 19 minutes.
Yeah,
I'm cooking. I'm cooking. I got 30. He says, 19 minutes. You a hell of a player, man. You get 19 minutes. That shit crazy. They could knock up in here.
What's up? What's up?
Brother? What's good? What's good?
I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Let's
real quick. We talking about Taylor Jenkins. You got any reaction on that?
I was surprised, man. I mean, like, that's a bold move. He'll be okay though.
I think he'll definitely get a job in the summer, but
I mean, I think I think Ja pushed him out, but I also think that Ja don't like the offense, but Ja ain't really played 2 out of for the last 3 years or so. So it's like, what am I supposed to? You
just said that. Like, why would I put the ball in your hands, bro? You're not going to be here.
Right.
So, you ball one game and you're going to be out the next 5 games. You're going to be like, bro, Dez can't do what you can do, bro. You're going to be like, bro, I can't dribble between 2-3 defenders like he can.
So I mean, it's kind of tough. I get it. You got to protect the franchise player. So I get but I think he deserved to finish the season.
Yep, I agree. I don't think he's a great coach by any means. I think he's a good coach. I think he earned his right to finish the season out at least.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna go a different direction, I'm never upset with that. But you normally get fired mid-season when you ain't got control of your locker room, or the team is just spiraling, and you like, this is bad.
And if that's the case, they should have been did this.
Exactly.
So he may not have control of the locker room. I saw a clip Desmond Bain pushing some nigga on the sidelines. If that's been going on all season, he let that shit go on. The front office should have been head of that shit and fired his ass back in fucking December. Not fucking damn near April.
Yep.
All right. So what was the other thing? NBA news. My mind just went blank. I'm still recovering today, brother. Like I told.
Well, I think that was Doc wanted to bring up the
just
big.
Quick.
It ain't gonna be quick because it's gonna be. We got to run down. Me and T wasn't really in on what we were talking about. I thought about. He probably talking about this. So go ahead and run it down what you saw.
Just really quick though. Stephen A. Smith is spiraling. The whole, I don't know if we talked about it on the show. He didn't go to Kobe's memorial and stuff.
No, we ain't talk about that yet. So run it down. Run it down.
Yeah,
that happened after Wednesday. So Stephen A. said what exactly about LeBron?
So Stephen A. Smith, he's going off. And he goes, I didn't touch why you didn't attend Kobe Bryant's memorial service. LeBron James was in attendance.
Was there? He was there. That's the first thing I said, bro.
He asked not to be filmed because he wanted it to be not about him and about, and he was highly emotional. Stephen A. And then Stephen A. puts on there, I apologize. I misspoke. You didn't misspoke. You were wrong, and you realized ASAP you were wrong.
Yeah, you're wrong, man.
I think this is I've always been a fan of Stephen A. Smith in the sense that he's a black man getting his money, but I'm good, bro. This is too much. It just, LeBron's a loser, Stephen A. Smith's a loser. This is a big loser ball of loserness. Like this is bad.
Nobody's winning right now.
Nobody's winning. Like Charles Barkley said it best. Like if you seen what he said, he's like, I don't like the fact that he tried to bully him, but what's the name? It looks his reaction.
Stephen A. Smith's reaction is lame and weak as fuck.
Like the high road, like Brian Windhurst. It's like I owe LeBron everything because that's he built his career. I owe LeBron everything. I wasn't clear. I don't remember really saying I was his best friend, but he just handled it.
Shout out to Wendy. Wendy did handle it with grace. He handled it with great grace. He actually still was very positive talking about LeBron the whole time. So shout out to Wendy.
I don't know I ain't feel that with LeBron James. Like we didn't talk about that too much. I don't know why he caught that stray.
That was lame.
Yeah, that's straight bullet. But the LeBron going on his tour, he's never done this. Maybe it's 22 years in, and that's why he's like, man, I can just go on these. But Stephen A. Smith is if we don't do donkey of the day, but for today, donkey of the day. He looking real like why are you so shook up, bro? This is what you've been doing this for 30 plus years. So what? One player ain't feeling you.
Yep. So what, bro? So what? I agree 100% though. I think Stephen A is weak for his little the whole little rant. He, like I said, we talked about it off air. Me and you before we hopped on here. Like 20 minutes, he went on first take. The first 20 minutes just talking about LeBron James, and he made it more so like LeBron is mad at him because of his take about Jordan versus LeBron. When that's not why LeBron's mad. That's not why LeBron's mad at you, bro. I think LeBron. I don't think LeBron has been not fucking with you, but now you made it to a point where he can actually someone say something now. He said something about his son now. He made it a little more personal now. It ain't about no Kobe or Kobe LeBron, Jordan LeBron. It ain't about them. None of those debates, bro. So the fact that Stephen A spent 20 minutes talking about running down Jordan's accolades and LeBron's accolades, like you said, weak, like Chuck said, weak and lame. And I think Stephen A had to come into it, man. I think this whole little tour he's on, like LeBron said, he's on a tour. It just makes him look lame and weak as fuck, man.
Yep.
Like you beg players, yeah. Like you going back and Skip Bayless now. You beg players
like now. That's
you
what
beg players to come see you, bro. When players come see you, now it's a problem. That's my biggest thing.
I'm with you. And then with Skip, it's like I can respect Skip because he's been consistent for 20 plus years. Since the first day of his career, he's been consistent with LeBron James on how he feels.
Yep.
So it's like, you know,
come back to you see Skip's spin the block. Talking about some
LeBron
wants LeBron's never gonna talk to you. He's never gonna talk to you, even after you retire. He's not gonna talk to you.
Hey, baby, LeBron ain't giving you that interview, bro. So
like, you are saying anything you can to get LeBron to react to you, bro. Like that was weak too much.
That'd be a grave mistake if LeBron finally reacts to him.
Yeah,
don't do it, Ron. Nope. And I like Stephen A. Smith, but not Stephen A. Smith, but Skip Bayless.
I would not respond to him. He's trying his hardest, man. Oh, he's trying everybody. Let me go ahead and make a long tweet about LeBron and Jordan and why Jordan's never gonna fuck with you, LeBron. Like, bro.
And honestly, bro, the only reason LeBron even responded to Stephen A. Smith was because he's seen him courtside. Like that's really the only reason. If Stephen A. is not at the game, Bron doesn't go on McAfee. He doesn't address it. Like we still wondering how LeBron feels about the whole situation.
I think
that's where the whole everybody saying reason Skip Bayless is mad. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you've been doing it for 20 plus years, but bro, when was the last time we ever
see you
Skip Bayless outside?
Yeah, we don't see you outside, bro.
I guarantee
everybody games at the crib.
Somebody seen Skip Bayless outside. A player would have
man, Ben pulled up to that nigga, bro. Ben pulled up to him.
Skip, but LeBron, looking back in hindsight, if he could do it differently and he wanted to approach him, I'm sure he would have picked up the phone and made a call now. Because this is just, I'm sure he doesn't care. Rich as hell, number 1 or number 2 best basketball player, or top 3, depending on, he's in everybody's top 3. You know what I'm saying? No matter who you ask. So he doesn't care, but it's like, it's kind of like his legacy has been so untouched off the court. And this is just like, it feels beneath him. Like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying?
It does feel a little lame with LeBron to the way he's kind of handling it. That's even a little lame too. You know, like even after like even the whole McAfee shit, like, you know, I would have left it alone if I was LeBron. Yeah, I would have left it alone. I would have did what I did, you know, brought it up to him. I wouldn't want to know show about it. I would have left that shit alone.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said he's talking about it too much. He bothered.
Yeah. Let Stephen A. look bothered. You know, let him do the whole media run.
I think this feeds into the bigger topic though. It's hit me. This is the problem with NBA media coverage. Like Adam Silver, I've seen a lot of things. I've just been trying to figure this out. The game isn't really celebrated. All they do is really do dump on these players a lot when I look. And it's like when I watch the NFL, the coverage on the NFL is just, it's a lighter coverage and it's a better watch. You know, it just really is. It's like they're not always talking about who's better, Joe Montana or Tom Brady, because it's room for everybody to be great. And in NBA, they make it feel like it's not room for everybody to be great. And that's
always a comparison, always a versus, always a battle. It's always a who's better than who, and it's always and they always do the error shit too, comparing the errors and shit. That shit is lame. Bring up shit to LeBron saying that shit about Giannis, bro.
Yeah, that was highly disrespectful.
LeBron, bro. That's what I'm saying too. LeBron needs to stop going on these tours, bro, because he put his foot in his mouth way too fucking much. Giannis would not score no fucking 250, bro. Shut the fuck up.
Shut
up, dog.
It was big man back then.
Yeah. And like Giannis even spoke on it. He was asked about it after the game. I think it was last night or 2 nights ago.
Yeah, he said
great compliment, but yeah, he said I would have scored 275.
I would have scored 275.
He said just joking. And the reporter said the same. The reporter said we had a hell of a player here in Milwaukee, back in that time, and he was scoring a lot of points. He wasn't scoring 270, my nigga. Like, bro, LeBron gotta chill, bro. Like, yeah, the players are bigger, stronger, more talented than they were ever, but that is disrespecting the past eras and shit is just going a bit too far too, in my opinion.
Yeah, 70s people was hooping back by then.
Yeah, like niggas, bro, the scores back then was like 130 to 170 and shit. The scores they were high scoring games back then.
No 3-point line.
Yeah, they were high scoring games, man. There was paces up and down. Giannis finally scored like 60, maybe. He want to score 200, bro. He want to score 200, bro. We gotta chill with that shit.
It's a reason Will only scored 101 time.
Yeah, we gotta chill with that shit, bro. Like he would have been very good, like he is now. Been very good, but he would not have been scoring no 200 points off. Same thing with you. You'd have been very good.
Yeah,
not scoring no 200 points.
My dad said it when it first started. He said, you can't compare the errors. He's like, I just hate that. It's like let's just enjoy the game.
Just like Giannis said, back then, all I would have known is what they knew. I would have been doing the same thing they were doing, same moves they were doing. I'm just doing the same moves. I would have been very good, maybe because I'm very good now, but it would have been the same things back then, bro. Like you gotta stop doing that.
You can't compare the errors.
That's how man.
They don't do that in football too much, though. You think about NFL coverage, they don't. They don't,
bro.
They don't compare. Like whenever team is, I think about when the Patriots were going they were undefeated, and they never really compared them to that Dolphins team. It was like, will they beat their record?
Yeah,
are they going to do it? But they never compared who was the better team.
Yeah, the other team was hating on them. The old niggas was hating on them, but still, it wasn't like.
But it was more so. It wasn't about we were better. It was about we don't want you to get the record.
Yeah, we don't want you to get the record type shit. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm okay with that. Yeah,
I'm the same way. Like, nah, y'all good now, but I don't want y'all to be on record either. I want to be in the books forever, nigga.
Get you one L and go ahead and win the championship.
I'm in the books forever, nigga. But nah, I agree with that 100%, man.
So 100%. Yeah, the NBA coverage, if they want the game to lighten up, it's not. That's a lot of the NBA coverage is bad. Just looking at it,
I do get it where Stephen A was saying too. I do get where that's what the fans want to see. The fans do want to see, some comparisons. They want to see, they do want. It is some entertainment value to that kind of stuff as well.
Yeah.
But you don't have to make it so negative to where it's like you're shitting on somebody else just to bring somebody else up. That's what they do. They shit on LeBron to bring Jordan up. But shit on Kobe to bring Jordan up. But shit on you ain't got shit on nobody. Just talk about the accolades.
You so right. When you lead the NFL conversation, it feel like everybody's great. And you don't have to choose, but when you leave the NBA, it's like, damn, I got to pick one of these niggas, man. And
you choose him, you chose that nigga who did all that bad shit. Like, bro, what about the good shit he did?
The game, because Jordan is 20 years removed from the game now. Has it been that long, or is it close?
Yeah, it's been 20 years. We can't get past him.
Yeah, like it's okay to celebrate Jordan's legacy, but we got to push some other players up, and that's partly why I think T said something a while back. The star power ain't the same because they
won't let it be.
They're not. You got to push them.
They won't allow it to be. Jordan is way up here still, and these niggas is way down here.
And it's just like, and then Jordan don't help either. Granted, it ain't his fault. He ain't saying much, but he don't help.
Still, he don't pull nobody up either. He don't pull nobody up. You right though.
Like Tom Brady,
he pulled niggas up. He pulled niggas up. Even Kobe did it to a certain extent. Kobe was visual out there.
Talking about somebody's an amazing. Like he is great.
You're right. You're right about that. You don't hear Jordan. Like Kobe did it a lot. Kobe talked about the young players, even when he was in the league. Young players, he got in the gym with them, talk about how good they are, how great they are. Talk about KD, 7th version of him. Jordan do none of that shit. Jordan do none of that shit, man.
If the NBA wants to recover, it's a great game. But looking at everything we come with and listening to T, he said some things right in the past where the coverage is bad. But I don't want to see Stephen A. Smith talk for 20 minutes about LeBron James. Just don't care enough.
Well, it ain't gonna change. One, I said this off air. It ain't gonna change because, like we just said, I made it a point too, Doc. Like Jordan hasn't played a game in 20 years, and we're still talking about him. It's gonna be the same shit with LeBron moving forward. Like 20 years later, we're gonna be talking about LeBron, and we'll be talking about Jordan now until whoever's the face of the league in the NBA. And unfortunately, bro, they're doing this because I feel like these networks and everything, they're just basically doing what social media is doing. They see everybody debating on social media. You see all these LeBron fake fan pages on Twitter and shit. And going back and forth. You got the Kobe's over here, the Jordans. They just basically mimicking what they seeing on Twitter, and these Twitter people is really eating it up. I guarantee their ratings is, like I said, their ratings is doing numbers
better than ever, probably. I guarantee you, since the LeBron Stephen A. shit happened, they're probably doing better than ever, bro. Better than fucking ever since LeBron Stephen A. shit happened.
I said, until we overall the people not give a damn and not tune in when every time LeBron and Stephen A. is going back and forth for LeBron and Jordan debate happen, it ain't gonna change.
Hey, I'll say this before I hop off though. Stephen A. Smith must be about to retire if you think he ain't talking about LeBron once LeBron retires.
That's what I'm saying, bro. This shit ain't gonna end. This is not gonna end. They know where their bread and butter is at. They know that. No matter what time of the year it is, they bring up LeBron and Jordan. They know they gonna get ratings.
I just think about when first started. It was fresh. It was fun to look at, and it just didn't feel like everything was just dumping on play. Now LeBron, yes, but everything didn't feel like it was just dumping on players 24/7. It's like every time they don't say nothing good, and it's like they only talk about LeBron. So for a guy like me, that I'm a hoop fan, but I'm not a kid anymore, so I don't have the time to follow the league exactly like how I used to. I get on the show and y'all mention the guy, and I'm like, damn, why don't I know who that is? You know what I'm saying? And it's like I got to do my research on him once y'all mention him because he plays for the Pistons or something. I watch Laker games more when I do have time to watch games, or the Warriors or something. It's like these guys should be covered, and they're not.
But at the end of the day, Stephen A. Smith is spiraling, not only because of this shit, not only with the Kobe shit he got wrong, but then he was talking college basketball.
Oh my God, bro!
And he said recipes to Nolan Richardson. It's like, bro,
the late great Nolan Richardson.
Bro, he's not dead.
He said, and he came back and said, by the way, I know he's not dead. I don't know why I said the great, late great. No. Dog. What, dog? Like what?
He's spiraling.
What's going on? LeBron got your mind like, oh, fuck you, my nigga.
Man, like,
what's going on?
Like, I know he was like, fuck, I'm not dead.
That shit was bad, bro. Even the coach was talking to Seth Greenberg. He was like,
exactly, yeah.
Just say like, nigga, I ain't gonna call you out right now, Stephen A. But bro, what did you just say? You can tell his face was like, oh my God.
And niggas ain't gonna call him out because I mean they gave him. I mean, he got that much pull at ESPN.
Oh yeah, bro. He's the man there. He's the man there. He gets what he wants there.
Why you think Big Perk side with Stephen A. Smith? Shit, we know that. Like he ain't about to fuck up his bag for.
You know what? I'm be interested to see.
Also, Perk is a loser too, though.
He is. He talking about. You see, he said LeBron unfollowed him. He blocked him on his phone. Like, come on, LeBron ain't calling you no way, bro. Let's get that shit money straight.
LeBron talked to each other in years.
He ain't checking for you.
That's why the one thing I do like about this KD checking Mary time. Boy, you wasn't the leader of shit. I must have not been there or something.
Like, what locker room was this, man? I must have been sick that day. I must not been there. I must have called off work that day or some shit, bro. Because I ain't see that shit. Nah, man. But yeah, I'm interested to see how you better hop off.
Yeah, I gotta hop off. I gotta do something, but I couldn't miss this because I seen that. I'm like,
yeah, I know you had to get on talk about Stephen A. Smith, man. That's your guy,
bro. No,
what's your guy?
He gonna talk about because he's black guy. And he's booming right now, but it's unprofessional.
Yeah, it really is.
And it's personal. It should never, ever, ever be personal. You would have swung on him. Why did you say that? Now, and then I said right after he would have beat me up, but y'all grown ass men, bro.
Yeah, so you brought up a scenario that was never even going to happen. LeBron had no reason.
But y'all said I was scared, bro. You were scared, and it's okay. I'd have been a little nervous too.
Even if you end up beating somebody else, like nervous,
like damn, this motherfucker's
he's a big motherfucker, bro.
Yeah,
he's a lot bigger than I thought. In person, he's close to me. He's a little angry too. He's a little mad.
I used to say all the time, like my dad. I used to tell him, like, man, I'm a young boy. I'm like, well, I wonder why LeBron don't take charges. And then he went to the game where one of the finals games and watched LeBron play, and he was like, bro, this nigga's huge. I know why niggas ain't taking charges.
Yeah, nigga is fucking huge, bro.
I know why niggas ain't taking charges.
You're rock solid, bro. Like, I'm not getting in front of this nigga coming down full speed. I'm cool. You knee to the face, knee to the chest. I'll pass.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out the way a little bit.
Yep, I don't want no shoulder. I want no knee. I don't even want to get an ab, get a back shoulder blade. Somebody, I'm cool, bro. I don't want to get bumped. I'm cool, dog. I'm gonna break my ribs.
Oh shit! All right, love y'all, brothers. I'm out.
All right, brother. Peace out. Be safe.
But yeah, man, we got to put an end to this Stephen A.
man.
LeBron shit. I'm done.
Unless something crazy happen to us, let's be done with this shit, man.
Yeah,
I ain't planning on talking about that until Doc said we gotta talk about it. I ain't planning on talking about that shit until he said that shit. That was we had to get into that shit though. I'm interested to see how it happened too. Shannon Sharp is on LeBron's side here. He said he thinks Stephen A should have just not talked about it. See how that shit go. And I know you heard. I don't know. You probably heard this shit. I heard it last night. Apparently, Shannon Sharp and Shaq got beef. Apparently, Shaq put money in the streets trying to get dirt on Shannon Sharp. Matt Barnes put this shit out there. Matt Barnes, I don't know if he's on a podcast or he's on some kind of clubhouse shit or what he was on. I heard audio. Matt Barnes talking about Shaq put money out there in the streets and he's trying to get anything he can on Shannon Sharp, any dirt. He said Shaq known for this shit. Shaq pay for everything. Shaq pay pussy, pay for dirt on niggas, pay for anything.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently Shaq put money out there in the streets trying to get info, dirt on Shannon Sharp.
I thought I heard something about them beefing, like maybe sometime last year, because I know, like I said, they had like a small back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I didn't know it was to this extent where Shaq is. If
I don't know if it's true or not. This is what Matt Barnes said, and Matt Barnes is saying that he's tapped into that. He's in the media, and also was in NBA, so I'm pretty sure it's true.
Yeah, I'm cool. I mean, I'm cool. Like I said, Shaq's personally one of my.
Shaq's a weirdo, bro.
I love Shaq as a player. Like I said, one of my top 5 players,
Yeah.
but just some of the stories I'm hearing, like about how he was, like, bro.
Fucking weirdo. I love Shaq too as a player. He's a fucking weirdo, and I talk about the inside crew all the time. Hate the way they hate their coverage in the NBA as well. Absolutely hate it. It's gonna be interesting to see how the mesh work with them in ESPN next year.
Man,
now you got Shaq and Shannon Sharp beefing. You got Chuck calling Stephen A. Smith lame and weak. So, well, it's interesting to see how this should go, man.
Well, luckily, hopefully, I think Inside NBA only has to be on maybe, like I said, once, twice a week. So I think I think for the most part, like McAfee and Stephen A, they can keep them.
Mm-hmm. They can take cordial. But I'm just ready for that shit, man. They need the Inside NBA. Kill that shit too, bro. I'm mad it's ain't alive. Kill that shit, bro. The coverage of that shit is terrible. I said that a long time ago. I'm keep saying that shit. And that shit.
Sweet 16 action over the past few days. By the way, Down to the Wire 513. Man, make sure I tap in with us. Everything Down to the Wire 513. Sweet 16 action. Some great games took place last night. Not so much on Thursday. Although I will say salute to Caleb Love. He went out slinging.
Man, went out swinging for sure. Swinging.
I think he'll get drafted. Maybe late first round, early second round. He'll get drafted in the league for sure. I think it's
I think he played his way back into the NBA graces. I mentioned it. I've been mentioning it for the past few years. He should have left after like his second year in North Carolina. Lotto pick. Ended up staying, but I think this year in this tournament, I think he actually played his way back into at least some draft awards.
And luckily, NILs help. So it's like I said, he's not.
Yeah, he ain't lose no money. A lot of money. He lost some money, but he lose a lot of money.
Right.
Recoups some of that.
But I mean, that Arizona Duke game, Duke just really flexed their muscle.
Ain't really. Duke is really, they're hell of a team, man. they look like they are on a track to possibly at least go to just Final Four, my possibly championship game.
Mm-hmm. The game I was surprised that ended up being a blowout, but I mean, I guess you can't help it when the team knocks down a record 25 threes. Alabama, BYU. I thought it was going to be a lot closer, but
yeah, I did too. I know Alabama could shoot it. I didn't know they could get that hot. Shot 51 threes, but it made 25 of them. He made 25 threes in the game. It's going to be tough to beat that team.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think they keep that up though. So they definitely got to find other ways to score.
Facts.
They don't follow the 3-ball too much.
There was a great game on Thursday. Slipped my mind. Cal almost got that team back to the Elite Eight. I think that
we talked about this a little bit on Wednesday, man. With Doc, we talked about the state championship in Ohio. These coaches, we not calling these timeouts, man. Mm-hmm. All fucking timeouts, bro. Cal's the same way. He don't like calling timeouts, and these niggas they were up by like 16, bro, with like 4 minutes left or something like that. They're up a lot, man, and just crumbled.
And then I say you never know. especially on the last possession. And Cal is historically known for not calling timeout. But bro, like when you see Wagner just standing there dribbling ball,
yeah, like bro, nope, nope, we getting something set up, bro. I don't like this at all. Now I see the clip, that play, and somebody posted online. Oh man, everybody wide open. Niggas was standing there watching them. You called for the timeout, nigga. Niggas was standing there watching. He just dribble. Like, bro, nope. He's thinking, not Kyrie Irving. Timeout. Draw a play up, bro. Draw a play up. It's not De'Aaron Fox. It's not one of your. It's not John Wall. It's not one of your elite point guards you had up in there, Kyle. He's supposed to be that, but he's not. So you should call timeout and do something up.
You think he comes back one more, or you think he goes to the league?
No, I think he goes to the league. He played better this year. I think he last year was a down year for him, man. I was shocked he didn't enter the last year though, because the draft is so weak. I'm happy he didn't. No, he definitely needed to develop a little bit more. I think he should come back for another year though. I think he's gonna leave. What you think?
I mean, at this point, I said unless he just wants NIL money, I know he can make a lot of NIL money, but I will at least enter my name in the draft, see say where they got me going, then I'll move off of there.
Off that, yeah.
But you gotta make a move quick, because I was just about to ask you this, and I think this is probably gonna be his last shot to get his name back into the NBA like our boy Mikey Williams. He's leaving. He left USC. Florida. And I said, and I tweeted, like, when I seen that, this is his last chance. This has got to be his best move. I don't know where it's gonna go, but like Cal, I was like, if Wagner does go, I'll bring Mikey right in there.
Yeah. If I'm Mikey, I'm looking for a coach that can give me headline to get to the league. I'm trying to right on my wrongs. I'm gonna be head on, do everything right, bro. But you need to go somewhere he's gonna get highlighted, where he can actually get a chance to show that he can. He don't want to go nowhere he's gonna be able to just gun, because if you gun and shoot low percentage, it's gonna look bad on you. But somewhere you get a good team around you, you can go in there and show you can score efficiently, and I play a little bit more the point guard role and be athletic like he is. I think Cal will be. I think Arkansas will be a good spot for him with Cal, because he's known to get guards to the league. I'm trying to think of other programs, man. Like maybe to a smaller extent, maybe Kansas, but Bill Self with guards don't really do that great. I'm trying to think of teams that had down years that could use like a bump, like a player coming in there. I think he didn't do much this year.
Well, shit. What was who was the kids from Kentucky saying, "Hey, everybody in the portal come to Kentucky"? I don't know. I mean, I know
Kentucky would be a nice. Their coach. I mean, they shoot a lot of threes. I think he'll be good there. He can shoot it.
Like I said, man, he need to go to a program that's going to get eyes on him, and where he can thrive. And I know, I said Arkansas being SEC, and obviously with Cal down there, they won't get a lot of TV time. Like Kentucky, like Kansas get a lot of TV time, but I just don't like that style of.
That style play don't really fit him. I was trying to think of like big programs. If you go to the West Coast, I would stay out of the West Coast, honestly, man. I know it's home for him, but I would stay out of the West Coast.
Right. Now, how's his defense?
Can he play defense? Yeah. He can, but he's a gambler. He reminds me a lot of Russell Westbrook on defense. Gambles a lot, but if he stays disciplined, he has tools to be a great defender. But you know how Russ gambles.
Well, if he stay disciplined, shit, he can go down to Houston.
Yeah, but they like a little bit older players. I feel like they always go for older guards.
True, and I do want to talk about Houston, because they had the way they won that game last night.
Man, I watched the end of that game. I turned to the end. I was like, wow, that was nail biter for sure. Great game. Great game.
One, Purdue. Braden, bro, you lack that last play, bro.
What are you doing, man? What are you doing?
Inbounder, bro.
What are you doing, bro? Like that's the one thing. Like I don't understand if maybe my coach in high school was just a good coach, because I was always taught, you angle your body between the rims where you can't eat, and you stay right there. You don't move nowhere else. Like I don't know what these niggas doing. Like, you see how niggas turn their backs when they get the balls down the back and shit. What are y'all doing?
But the thing is, where Cryer broke open, he would have had to throw it over you.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like why'd
you move? I don't understand that at all.
Yeah, I seen that play so many. It's like, yeah, Purdue. Yeah.
Great play though. It was a great play. I don't say great play. It was very simple play. Honestly, very simple play. They just I don't know how to mental lapse or if they just I don't know what happened. Okay, I don't know if I don't know how you can explain that if you're Purdue.
And I might be a prisoner in the moment. But that kid who's Uzan for Houston, bro. Hey, I know he's had Jamal Shed. I know he had Marcus Sasser in the past. Uzan offensively,
nice.
He might be better than all of them.
I think he is definitely. How old is Uzan? What year is he in?
I want to say he's a
junior. Yeah, I want to say junior. That's my thing, though, man. Like I think Samson like them older guards, man.
Yeah, junior. Yep.
So I don't think Mikey will do good down there. I don't think he'll get. I think Kelvin Sampson. It's Kelvin Sampson, right? It's Kelvin. His first name. Yep. I think he'll get good talent in there that'll be older and that probably play over Mikey, honestly. So I think you got to play good defense to play on his team, and I don't think Mike is a little bit undisciplined defensively. And I don't know if he's going to be able to rein that in. You know, I don't know if he's that disciplined or if he has that ability to be that disciplined at this stage of his career.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, man. Maybe like I said, I think Cal will be a good pairing for him at Arkansas because Cal is used to coaching young players who aren't very disciplined. Who makes mental lapses sometimes, who's gonna fuck up, and I think Mike's still gonna have those fuck ups. Still, he's still gonna play like a little bit at times because he got them experience right now.
And that's one thing with Cal. Like Cal will let you fuck up. Like if you go down to Houston, he pulling you.
Yeah. Cal might pull you, but he gonna pull you, sit you next to him, talk to you a little bit, get you back out there. Seb's gonna pull you in, and you might not get back out there for another 5 minutes. And then by the time you get back there, you're gonna be pissed off, and you're gonna be not playing well no more. So I don't think that'd be a good pairing for him. I think he might be a little too old school for him. I think Mikey needs a little bit more of a player's coach.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a little bit younger guy. I don't think Cal ain't young, but I think Cal's definitely more of a player's coach.
Yeah.
From the outside looking in, but you just talk to the players. Players say once you get to his program, he gonna shit on you in practice. He gonna make you think you should have went there. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it's a tough situation for Mikey.
And then that's also a situation too where it's like, if you do go to Cal, shit, we know Cal's lineage with guards. I could bring in a player who I think is more similar to you to help you, like coach you. Like, hey, this how it works in my system.
Yeah, they got Tyler Ulis there on the staff. Tyler Ulis who played for Cal back at UK. He played in the NBA a few years. So I'm sure he has more players on the staff like that. So I think it'll be a good pairing, man. Depending on where Cal is on his recruiting and who he's looking at. I just hope he don't go nowhere like super small, where it's like kind of like Imani Bates did.
Yeah.
Like I hope he don't go nowhere like that because Imani Bates was still like, I feel he still had a little bit. He was still a little bit higher looked at right now than Mikey is. Mikey is like off the face of the earth right now. Like I feel Imani was still a little bit more hyped right now than Mikey was. So.
Yeah, because Mikey, I mean, I know he started the season hurt, but even when he played,
he came back. We never even heard about him coming back. I had to look it up myself and find out, okay, he played.
Yeah.
Like, there was no headlines about it. There was nobody talking about it. I ain't seen no YouTube videos about it. I had to look it up myself and find out, okay, he played last night.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's not a good situation to be in, but good thing for him, he didn't make a lot of money so far in his life, in his short career. So hopefully things can pick back up for him, man. We always root for Mikey over here, so hope he turn it around.
Facts. Kentucky, they couldn't do the impossible, which is beat a team 3 times in one calendar season.
Ash is pissed. Ash is pissed.
I just think, man, Tennessee and all year Tennessee had more talent than Kentucky. I mean, how Kentucky beat them the first two times. But Tennessee just flexed their muscle last night. That's really all that
flexed their muscle.
Kentucky's still hurt too. Like the Butler ball, but he still wasn't 100%.
That shoulder hurt, it got out to a high start and never let the foot off the gas, man. He really like you said, flexed the muscle last night. So all right, we let y'all get us in the season. Now it's time really matter. We're gonna show y'all what it's really about now.
Facts. Then obviously Auburn, Michigan. Michigan was in control for the most part, especially in the second half.
Yeah.
Then Auburn
took off on them, man. I thought Michigan was gonna gonna win. Honestly, I looking at the first half, second half, or first part, second half. I was like, all right, Michigan is playing tough. The big kid down low is Golden, whatever his name was. They're playing tough, man. But
Auburn proved me wrong. I thought this was gonna be an early out, but
I did too. I thought this was gonna be the game. I had them losing to Michigan. I thought Golden would do a number on them, but hey, prove me wrong. Shout out Bruce Pearl. I'm a huge fan of Bruce Pearl. I don't like the team, but I'm a huge fan of Bruce Pearl. So shout out Bruce.
And then lastly, Izzo in March. Yeah, he just survived in advance, man.
I don't, man. That's one thing I heard. I was watching an NBA game last night, and they said that they're talking about what are we talking about? I forget what we're talking about. Some NBA player is like, oh, he's always a good in March, like Izzo. January, March, or January, February, Izzo. I'm like, no, nigga, Izzo. He has one fucking championship, bro. Stop calling March Izzo month. It ain't fucking Izzo because he won a championship tournament. Don't mean shit, bro. Win the fucking championship, nigga. He ain't won 25 fucking years.
25 years, man.
Stop calling the month of fucking March Izzo because he won a couple games, nigga. No, I'm tired of that shit, man. I had to win it. I'm tired of that shit though. It pissed me off, man.
Especially this year, it's like I'll get it if Michigan State came in like an 11 seed or something, but like you're a 2 seed. You're almost
come on, dog. And like I said, they haven't won in 25 fucking years. I see if they won like we had like 10 rings. They got one championship.
One championship in their last championship game where they made a championship appearance was 09.
Yeah, so I don't want to hear 15 years ago. I don't want to hear this like Izzo month, bro, because he won some games. I don't want to hear that shit. This is Duke month. This is North Carolina month. This is Kansas month. This ain't fucking Izzo month. Fuck out of here, man.
Folks, if you just now tuned in, Rand doesn't care too much for Tom Izzo. Respect him as
our Michigan State. Our Michigan State. I don't fuck with the Michigan State at all. I had a friend I used to work with. We went to Michigan State to play basketball there. To this day, I always text her and shit on her and like, yeah, y'all fucking shitty. Even they ain't winning. They fucking shitty. I hate them. Fucking hate them. I don't win it. I got to win the tournament this year. Go figure. Crazy game.
Well, tonight the Elite Eight game started, and I mean, for the most part, we got all the best teams. We got a 1 versus 3, and then the rest is 1 versus 2 matchup. So,
been chalk pretty much, man.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
I'm not mad at it. I think it'll for good basketball.
Usually, yes, it's supposed to be the best game. It's supposed to be the best team first each other. It's usually the best games. That's supposed to be. Yeah. And then people say it's boring, get too many upsets, but this is how it's supposed to work out, guys.
Right.
This is the first year ever. I feel like we have multiple 1s, 2s, 3s. Now everybody's like, what the fuck? Yeah. This is how it's supposed to happen.
That's why they're seated. That's why they're seated that high. Yeah,
that's why they get seated that high. They're supposed to get the easier games, guys. They work their ass off the season to get these easier games.
All right, let me check onto the women's real quick. Shout out South Carolina. They was in a dog fight against Maryland yesterday. Tuning in that game. Right now, Notre Dame is down 8 to TCU. The Sweet 16 game is on. Page takes on Oklahoma later on the day. Tennessee, Texas, and then Kansas State, USC. Obviously, no Juju Watkins. Once again, get well soon, Juju.
Yeah, get well soon, Juju. We miss you already.
Facts. My $20 down the drain. I put $20 before they can win it all now.
Man, good chance to happen before that happened, unfortunately, man.
Right, look, I've been keeping an eye on my payout the whole time. They was basically saying I could get my $20 back. As soon as Juju got hurt, they offered me a cash in at $1.20.
I took that shit. Nope. We got him. We got him, guys. We got him.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man.
I didn't mention it either. I saw Melo Ball is also out for a season. They ain't playing for shit. So get well soon, Melo Ball. Wrist injury. I think he's getting wrist.
Back-to-back years. March 28th. They ended this season.
Yeah, they ain't got shit to play for. So get well soon, Melo.
Facts. Oh, shout out to Coach Prime too, man. 5-year, $54 million contract extension at Colorado.
I saw his buyout was like $12 million now. Sheesh.
Yeah.
You ain't going nowhere, my nigga.
Unless you're going to like I said, a SEC school or a Big Ten for the payout. But
for that shit. So yeah. Shout out Coach Prime, man. Shout out Coach Prime. I saw you with chilling with Carucci too, man. Ooh. My nigga out here getting it in here.
You know that's a recruiting tool. You know, all the young men. Hey, I got Carucci. Hey, we got Carucci.
Hey, you see I'm chilling over here, man. You see I'm doing off season. That's what we do over here in off season. We hang with superstars, supermodel over here. That's what we do. Nah, it's comedy, man. That's like Cairo.
I hear Cairo. He done that. We done. Now we appreciate y'all tapping in with us as always for this special edition Down to the Wire 513 Sports and Spirit Saturday. I'm gonna go home, get some rest, and then I might partake some spirits a little bit later on for the. But for the good brother Flyman Rand, Josh like Evans, Terran Blends, but Down to the Wire 513. We'll catch y'all next Wednesday for the next episode 372. Until then, y'all have a safe, blessed, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy the rest of your life. We out.
Peace.